Alright. I didn't even think I was gonna be able to join in on this because of how absolutely atrociously laggy it's gotten with updates. So I have this thing up here. So they added dungeons in. That's a nighttime thing only, so you gotta wait till night. But ever since they added the dungeons in, it has gotten crazy laggy. Like 300 ping, 400 minimal. Slows your stuff to a crawl. So if you're looking to do the dungeons, I suggest doing a private server. And this all here is from dungeons. I've gotten even better stuff like this. A Universal 3. To give you an idea, this is where I stand. This is the end. Oh. Who got the... What updated? Upgraded? What? Whoa. Okay, dungeon time. I'm gonna silence that in the chat. It's just people, their roles. So, first things first, when I get these chests, you can only tell like the ones that you can, but they're glowing like this. Stuff like this you can't get. So inside you get tons of gems. As you can see, this is all from doing dungeons. And you gotta kill all the enemies. And you get stuff like dungeon drops and artifacts, which I'll show later. Like these dungeon drops, they can range and stats and everything. Rarities, you can get universal stuff dropped from these. But one thing people don't realize is that there's a secret chest hidden behind here that you just walk behind the bookcase. This is the only one I'm aware of that's hidden. But you gotta keep doing this. There's like 30 or 35 enemies, I believe. You can tell. See, like look at this. Supreme. Those used to be like one of the ones I dreamt of getting from like upgrades and machines. Cause like my highest before doing this was Cosmic, but my go-to was Eternal. Oh, and that's another thing. You can get this new mold called the monochromatic. It's basically like a really nice mold. It's like, I don't remember the odds, but it's pretty good. Hold on, I'll adjust the drop. Yeah, you can get crazy stuff like the Stellar. Like I remember I got a Stellar when I was doing my first few dungeons. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Cause like I thought it was gonna be like you mostly get it like unique godlies, uniques, maybe exotics, at most, and then like maybe Supremes and Celestials. Oh, I'm gonna hold off. I'm going in here. This is the boss room, and there's a reason. There's a reason I'm holding off. We should be good. If not, this is gonna be a terrible. 152.2 quadrillion HP. Or Chankina. That's why. That attack. Like, see? That's not fair. That is stupid. That is completely unfair. The whole thing's unfair. Because, like, according to the sword, that should have taken 15 hits. I feel like that took more. I mean, I didn't keep track. Here, I'm gonna pass the time by. Oh, yeah. I like to go in with nothing, because you never know what the drops are you can get, and you don't want a full inventory come the end. Oh, yeah, see, 10 quadrillion damage. So, an enemy like this should take one hit. Nope, more than one hit. They take like 4 hits. And you see, you can't open the chest until you kill everybody. Okay, good, I got a target I could use the artifact on. I'll show you after this run. See, that's a heavenly. That's crazy. What's that? Celestial? Yeah. Now see, some of these are like bosses in disguise, and they can give you like actual sword drops. Like that exotic. That's just a normal exotic. What's crazy is that this room can sometimes have no one inside of it, which means the door will already be open. What was that? Oh, insane. Okay. But that's stellar. Oh my, that's actually a pretty good drop. So this time we're gonna wait. I think that's like, I think it's the only thing we can do is the secret chest, because like this has nothing I know what we can do. Maybe there's a sword we can use. Hold on. Yeah, see, 46 hits. It should take like 15. Get the chest. Another stellar. Ooh, Emperor. Nice. I like to auto dump that stuff. I don't need it. I'll just do it this way. See the artifacts. Use it. We shouldn't have been able to do that. Oh well. No. It would help. Yeah, elite. Nice. Alright. Oh, yeah, I gotta drop that. No. Oh my gosh. That could have been really bad. Now let's do another run. Yeah, there's like 30 enemies. 35, I mean. I can't math. I can't math today. What's that? Yeah. Even if it has like a good quality on it, I'm still just gonna dump it. There's no sense in upgrading it. Because at this point it's only easy to get to uniques. If I wanted to go to something like exotics, it's gonna take a little bit longer. So I'd rather just do my better stuff. I have like a sneaking suspicion this stuff is gonna get nerfed. Like, or it's just gonna become harder because the drops are crazy. Like, gems are like have no much value to them anymore, in my opinion. But yeah, we're gonna wait a bit. Because that boss is terrible. Look at that, it's universe. So next step up would have been the vortex. And I don't have a thing to do that. I think the HP increases with your stats or something. See, look at that. That attack is stupid. It's not fair. Like, is there a way to counter it? Something to basically keep me safe? It's literally why I don't want to play Publix with people. because HP, the boss, scales with your players. More players, the higher the HP, and the worse it gets. Ferocious. No, I had one that was resilient. I want on this. Be nice. I'm still sick by a bit. Quality. Oh my gosh. That's with luck. Here. Let's drop this first. And then I'll do like one more. I hope something happens. 'Cause there's one more update. Or one more thing in the update that happened outside of like all of this. Like look, used to be here. This was end, and then they added all this. And yeah, a Gucci one. And then Elite was capped here before, so all these are new. Fire is new. I think that's it. Sus has always been there. Hyperdrive, I believe, is there. Like all this was there. They didn't add anything for like normal molds. Soulstone was still there. They added more for like special molds, like monochromatic. Ooh, that's nice. I don't know how to get the nebula. That's I have that. I don't have that. I want that. And then these are new. Nah. Yeah, if that thing doesn't happen, and it's not the blood moon, it's not the cryostasis thing or cryo whatever. It's not those. It'll appear on the side. Nice. I really hope they add. That's the first time I've seen a Supreme in a while. I'll give my thoughts and opinions on this after this dungeon. The dungeon update, I guess I should say. Ooh, rare artifact. Nice. Commons, too common. I mean, I guess I could kind of explain it now. But like, okay, so the first thing is this too laggy. Like, way too laggy. Like, I would only recommend doing these in a private server. For now. Until they fix it. The lag, because the lag is horrendous. you will be lagging way too much in this. And then the other thing I would suggest to fix is this boss, because of the one attack is just insane and not fair. Like, I'm behind it and I'm still taking damage. That's not fair. I jumped up. I'm still taking damage. Oh, and another thing too is that boss can glitch you into a wall and you'll be stuck. Ooh, double nice. Nice. I'm gonna drop off 1, 2, 3. Here, I wanna do what needs to be done here. I'm gonna drop off some swords, put some new ones on, and then I'll go back to my story time. I'll do it in a dungeon too. Okay. So like, rewards are nice. I got a supersonic, a fire, and then I get the hyperdrive, and the molds. I've got a fossil, and then the monochromatic, but those are the easier ones. But yeah, the drops I feel like are gonna get nerfed, like I said, because it defeats the progression, because you only have to be 200 rank 240 and damage scales with you, it seems like. Or no, it doesn't scale with you, because like, watch this. I'm doing 4 hits with those, so this is a new sword. 6 hits. It's not. And this is a brand new sword too. So okay, I saved 2 hits. That's not a problem. Let me see if I get like a like starter one. Like, yeah, this one. Okay. Let's see. That's not anything. That's still like what, 7 hits? You can solo this as a probably. Easily. And then like, so you can be ranked level 240 and you can get a universal 3 probably. What's this? No. Like, I like the overall concept of it. Like, it's nice. It's a huge change of pace from just going around killing monsters, waiting for your stuff to level up. It actually gives you like something to do instead of just killing random noobs and bosses. But like, there's stuff that definitely needs tweaking. Like, like this especially needs to tweak. Like, see? Look at that. There's like some luck in this. That's not fair. That's not skill. Oh yeah, and you can get an extra chest if you purchase the Game Pass. So it gets you an extra reward chance. Eternal. Nice. But I'm just gonna... Oh, and this is not it, but this is still cool. I think we'll do a special dungeon. Actually, that gives me an idea. I wish during a blood moon the dungeons were like harder. Because it's nighttime, and these only open during nighttime. So that would be an interesting concept if like the dungeons were harder. And, like the final boss was different. 2 upgraded the sulfur. Jeez. So yeah, that would be pretty interesting if they did that. But like, because there's only 35 enemies, I guess per person? I didn't count whenever doing the multis. Because first of all, I can't even get to the end of the party. It's just too laggy. And the boss HP scales, so you're dealing with more. And not everyone's well equipped or understanding of what's going on. Honestly, I suggest they raise the entry level to like 300. I've never seen a celestial like in here like that. That's nice. I suggest they raise the entry level to something higher. See, like, look at my HP. 84 quadrillion, and I almost died. Damage to you and to enemies should not be like this. It should be more like based upon your actual stats than fixed. Like this, that's ridiculous. That's not. What's the purpose in using a better sword? There is no purpose. Only different chance, like wind, or lightning, or, you know, fire. So that's another thing, is that damage should be much more reflected upon what you actually do. And if everything in here needs to get retweaked to that, to be more baseline, so that you have to essentially almost have certain gear that's fair, that would be more so something that's appropriate than to basically say you can go in with basically one of these and still be fine, because damage is crazy. Like, I went in with Paradoxal, and I went in with like Stellars, and I went in with like, even back when I had my Eternal, and I still did the same, or felt the same. That's not progression. That's the same. This feeling of the same. Like, see, that's not fair. I can't. This is not something I can control. I shouldn't. I have a freaking universal +3. And I still feel like I'm gonna lose. That definitely needs to be changed, because that's exactly why. But yeah, overall these dungeons feel like they're too OP. Oh yeah, max tank level without upgrading. Also, that's insane. I sat in the server when this first rolled into this, and the amount of time you have to leave your computer running all night, basically. It's crazy. That's not even the worst part. Look at the achievement. Oh. Look at these achievements. You actually have to leave it in for 24 hours. 1 session. For a stellar 2 sword? That's not even worth it. Especially when in the dungeon can get you that easily. And then, look at this. 2 whole days. Constant. For like, that's this one. Granted, like, I've not seen anyone get it. I've mostly seen, like, fossils. But, it's like, that's insane if the devs think they're gonna make us do that. That's not natural. Like, I'm sorry, but oops. I'm gonna pull this one here. I'm gonna I should have grabbed another one. That's my bad. I'm also trying to wait for like a certain thing to happen. This one I hate. Like, this one's too touchy for how to... Like, you gotta be like pretty spot on for that one. Oh, wait. But like overall, it's not a bad update. It just needs like a lot of fine tuning. Like if they were going for a whole balancing style, that's not fair. It should be more proportional based on, or more so based on your skills than like allowing people to scoot by. And like that boss definitely needs so much reworking. Like that's not fair. That thing, that's a disgrace. Like that attack that sends you flying, that needs so much fixing. Because one, you shouldn't be taking unknown damage that could kill you within 2 hits with a sword like this. And 2, you can go flying into a wall and you are SOL. That is bad. I wouldn't. So, I thought there was gonna be 2 dungeons when they announced this update. Because, I'll take that and just sell it. It's worthless anyways. Because look, unless they removed it. Did they? Oh, nice. Or maybe... Where is it? Or they must have removed it or something. Because... Nope, they didn't. See here. You used to be able to get in. Because I thought these were where the dungeons were going to be also located. I thought there was going to be 2 of them. But I have no idea how to get in if you can. Oh yeah, I gotta show you the artifacts still. That's one more thing I want to do before I end this video off. jeez. They don't stop spawning. There's gonna be a lot of souls for future upgrades. Now, if I was in a public server, there would be like constant ultimates and extremes and insane. Alright, I'm done. I don't care if it's not over with. Alright, I want to show you what these artifacts do. I'm gonna do it on this one. So, what you gotta do is you gotta go to this icon here, and you basically gotta choose the artifact you want. They only can do it up to a certain amount. It's like this is the basic one, and you can only go up to like unique. Even though it says godly plus plus, it can go up to unique. So you gotta just keep on upgrading it. See, you can't go any higher than that. Like other ones, Celestial, I'm not gonna waste these on this. That's ridiculous. Stellar, Galactic Theories, and then there's this. I've never seen. Oh, here it is. I've never seen one of these, but this is what I was wanting. I don't know where that said it was going. Oh, here it is. So every so often a meteor crashes, and with that you can get these. It's perfect timing. An artifact. I think that's all you can do with them, and sometimes they do get stuck in spots they shouldn't. Like, I've seen them in the air. So if you miss them, the artifacts can get stuck in the air and you can't grab them. Which is another thing. It's like, there needs to be like nowhere you can miss them. Like, they should not be spawning in the air. These things go underground. I can't show it. You'll just have to take my word on it that they are actually more underneath. Because this is a whole entity. And this ground is part of it. So I'm glad I actually got to show that off. Which is kind of funny because we were talking about artifacts. And with that, I'm gonna end it off here. So yeah, that's all my criticisms about this. No, and if you're wondering why I'm not doing any of this, it's because I'm saving for Molder.